Cek, 1, 2, 3. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat siang semuanya. Selamat datang kembali di live streamingnya Ypmiw. Sorry banget akhir-akhir ini gue streaming ya, karena gue capek banget nih di kerjaan. Sekarang ya mungkin ya, gue nggak terlalu sering main game ya. Semalam gue mencobain streaming main game aja, cuman ya jadi nggak bisa berantem gara-gara uploadnya kurang. Jadi gue bakal streaming main game single player aja. Jadi kali ini kita akan main game Ace Combat Just Guys Unknown. Nah, jadi ini game arcade ya, tembak-tembak fight terbang. Jadi ini saya kalau lagi gue bilang gue kasih tahu ini game arcade ya, bukan simulasi ya. Jadi untuk penerbangannya nggak terlalu bakal rumit. Oke, di sini sih ada difficulty-nya, ada hard, normal, easy, dan casual easy. Person easy di view level, those who are new to Ace Combat series. Oke, karena gua for those who are new to combat series, the difficult cannot be changed, play party way. Casual, ngamatin story doang nggak seru juga sih. Kita nyoba yang casual dulu kali ya, karena emang soalnya apa ya, gue baru kali ini bukan baru kali ini, gue pernah main game Ace Combat, cuman ya nyobain doang dulu di PS ya, nyoba bentar doang, ya udah nggak main bener doang karena garing bosan aja main GTA terus kan. Nanis pakai ini aja deh yang nggak usah pakai cancel biar ada tantangannya dikit ya. Gimana selama puasa ini, udah ada yang bocor apa belum?
Does the color of the sky mean anything
Wah, lupa kok
special to
bahasa,
you?
nggak pakai bahasa Jepang. Kenapa?
It does to me. A hell of a lot. When I close my eyes, the sky in my dreams is a deep, dark blue.
Kaget gua.
Pilots have been in my family for 4 generations. Flying's in my DNA. Even so, my grandpa didn't want me joining the Air Force. He lost faith in the ocean air defense the day my dad died in battle.
You know, Abby, I wish you could see what it's like up there. Cruising above the clouds, the dark blue of the stratosphere. Nothing beats being at the controls and seeing it from the cockpit. Look here.
Gramps tossed a magazine over to me with an article. Unmanned fighters are no longer a dream, it read. Pilots taking to the skies will soon be a distant memory.
I don't see anything good coming from that.
Gak usah
You know
pakai
what?
pesawat tempur sekarang,
Lying
pakainya
smack
drone
dab
aja.
in the middle
Tempur
of the
malah
desert
bisa
west
berbanding
of here,
pilot.
there's a bunch of planes from the last war. Some of them have
Teknologi
been
curang.
mothballed, but most of them are just rusted piles of junk waiting to be scrapped. Gramps was really good friends with the super there, so he got to take whatever he wanted, no questions asked. That's how we got the parts to build our own plane. Now, when I say we, I mean me, my grandpa, and his old war buddies. I cut my teeth working with those
Banyak
geezers.
sih nggak kena
They
copyright ya.
taught me their skills and some dirty jokes. But with their aging eyeballs and whatnot, I ended up having to do most of the work myself. I was at the airstrip doing some flight training when I saw it. A prototype drone. It wasn't much of a plane,
Baru aja gua bahas
more of
ngomong
a
drone ya.
trash can with wings.
Laugh at it all you want, kid. But technology's always changing. If you don't keep up with it, it'll leave your ass behind.
It took 6
Lu nggak
years and
terus
8
bergerak
months
ya,
to
lu
get
bakal
that engine
ketinggalan
running.
sama teknologi.
And it took us another year and a half after that to finally get the balance of the airframe just right. I'd gone from being a little girl to, well, still a
Nggak
girl,
tahu sih server pertama siapa, mungkin yang ini ya, karena
but now,
di intermezzonya itu ya langsung dia gitu, yang
wherever the souls of my Gramps and his pals are flying, I hope it's peaceful.
tangannya kotor ya, debu dia.
Then, finally, I was ready to break the sound barrier.
Oh, jadi
All
pilot
this plane could do was take off, accelerate, and fly up.
Oh, ini kayaknya pesawatnya jadul deh. Gue nggak terlalu ngikutin sih untuk pesawat-pesawat. Kalau senjata senapan serbu sih kalau pesawat gue nggak tahu. Pesawat kurang. Dari bentukan desainnya desain jadul.
So I flew up, straight up, through the clouds, higher into the sky.
Awas lo, sesak napas lo,
Dark
ketinggian. Terlalu tinggi, sesak napas
I
tak.
could almost touch it. Then I saw OCS fighters. They were tailing something, a drone. They were going full out chasing that thing, doing 30 Gs at least. Damn,
Beda
I've never
sama pesawat
seen
yang tadi
anything
diterbangin.
that fast. It had a rose painted on it, the Erusian emblem. But that country's a whole continent away from here.
Oh, Eurasian. Lewatin batas wilayah kan.
Should have built a return too.
Oh, diserang. Wah, declare war ini. Banyak perang ini. Short assault. Masalah dari pesawat yang dipakai terbang sama cewek itu, maksudnya teknologi terbelakang dibanding sama yang unknown itu yang nyerang.
Settle down. I said settle down. You have all been instrumental in helping to maintain peace in Usha as members of the International Union Peacekeeping Force. Until today. Earlier,
Eurasian,
a
mungkin
radar
Eurasian
sighting
itu
informed us
Rusia
that
kali
a
ya?
group of
Atau beda ya?
unidentified
Gue
aircraft was approaching.
nggak tahu ini sih, nggak tahu apa yang nggak
Communication
ngikutin
systems
SKP.
went down
Ya mungkin
immediately
gue
after.
nggak
We are
nggak
led to
pengen
conclude that
komentar
they
ya.
attacked the site.
Daripada salah kan nanti tak pergi gue.
Here's your mission. It's possible that the Usian ceasefire agreement has been broken for the first time in over a decade.
Oh, selama
As
satu
of today,
dekade
the Fort
bro,
Grace
melanggar
Air Base Squadron of the
perjanjian.
IUPF has been put on high alert.
Ini Jepang
All
kan,
members who
Fort
have been ordered
Grace,
to sortie
pulaunya bukan
fly
Jepang
there
sih ini.
immediately. Find the unidentified craft, then use your
Ini
weapons
bentukan
to
Jepang
round
nih,
them up
yang
and
bawah kan
force them to
Australia tuh.
land.
Kayaknya daerah Indonesia deh itu, Vietnam
If the
gitu.
hostiles counterattack,
Cuma map Indonesia hilang gitu.
What the hell was that?
There's smoke! We're under attack. Numerous unidentified aircraft confirmed overhead.
How is that possible? The tank farm to the north has been bombed.
Many injured.
scramble. All units, take off and eliminate the unidentified
Elemen
craft
suppress.
attacking the base.
Nyerang tiba-tiba.
This is not a drill.
Oke. Berarti gue bukan pilot yang tadi ya, bukan yang cewek, kemungkinan ya. Kita Tiger ya. Field operation area Tiger, lawan. Wah, gua nggak mau merah. Kita di blue aja, di Tiger aja ya. Oke, kita next. Oh nggak. Maksudnya apa ini? Operation name Deer Horde. Take down the hostile bomber. Oh, itu yang merah hostile bombernya. Dan gua tuh Tiger, posisinya paling belakang. Oke. Nah, ini mungkin gua ya posisinya Tiger. Dan oke, berarti ada berapa alay? 1 2 3 4 5 alay. Itu target. Kita nggak bisa milih ya. Apa basa-basi? Gue langsung dah. Nah. F104 ini kayak jadul banget ya, 104 ya. Kemungkinan. Ini speednya kenceng. Hatur doang. Kemudian gue pakai F16C aja. Nah, ini 4 AAM, air to air missile. Oke, berarti buat gelut di atas udara. Ya mas, store using cetak.
Mage Squadron, aircraft preparations complete. Stand by at the front.
Oke, kita bakal take off. Kita akan nyerang bombers. Jadi yang dipakai cewek tadi itu F104 ya pesawatnya. Ya, ntar gua coba baca-baca dah. Local F itu roket ya.
Radar
Oh,
sight still silent.
industri.
Rebel, get those
Mantap,
birds in the sky. We're sitting ducks. What's happening? Bombers incoming. Don't know how many.
Let's clear that runway. We don't got all day here.
Mage Squadron, head to runway. Column Squadron, take off. Link to Sky.
Oke.
Hurry, Mage Squadron.
Tapi kenapa bandar udaranya diserang juga deh bakalan. Maju gimana?
Call sign is Mage 2. Verify and lead back. Mage 2, clear for takeoff. The situation is tight. It's a hell of a welcoming party, but we have faith in you.
Oh, RT take off. Oke.
Control, do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
Hear that? Column Squadron and your wingmen are airborne. Take off and form up with Mage 1.
Oke, otomatis ya.
Mage 2, altitude restriction is lifted.
Bannya.
Good luck.
Carrier. Whoa. Looks like the harbor's taken a lot of damage.
Can't have any more casualties. Time to stop the
Oke,
bullshit.
kita coret.
Mage 2, form up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this. Golem Squadron,
Terus di
it's
tengah
go
dulu
time.
tahan terus
Roger that.
RT-nya. Oh, target TU-15 tuh.
This is the AWACS Skykeeper.
Your target accelerated. Oke.
Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts. They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
Wilco. Trigger, I'm your wingman. You fly with me now. That's what it means.
LT airspeed with the declared.
You gotta keep an eye out for
Oh,
enemy
buat ngerem.
bombers. Okay, here
Apa?
we
Oke,
go.
bom.
Looks like bombers
Oke,
are
hit.
escaping.
Oh,
It's showtime, Trigger. Let's see if you can handle the spotlight.
mana dia?
You're a good pilot, or so I told them. I had to fill an empty spot, so play.
Mana dia?
It's still a leash, though.
Oke, destroy.
Bomber confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2.
Not bad, Mage 2. Trigger.
Halo, Prima Kurniawan.
Locate the enemy.
Ceng radar range. Oh, jangan terlalu tinggi, woy. Terlalu banyak awan, nggak suka gua. Ceng radar oke.
There it is, sitting there all pretty, just waiting to be taken.
Udah. Oke. Mantap. Oh, itu next. MIG-21 target.
They're way overhead. Let's go introduce ourselves.
Turretnya pakai apa ya tadi nembak turretnya ya? Kalau pakai pistol terus saya.
Watch out for the support behind the enemy.
Sensor target. Oke, kita targetnya merah. Hit. Oke, baru sekali doang. Mana dia?
On his tail.
Gua harus ini apa namanya salto. Apa manuver nih buat biar bisa di ekornya. Kalau
Connect.
anjir kenceng banget ya.
What's your six? Bandit!
Jauh banget kan.
Column 3. Launch.
Bang tuh pakai pesawat F-16 ya, lagi pakai F-16.
Missile launched.
Hit.
Target confirmed
Target
down.
destroy.
Looking good, Mage 2.
Ah, ini pengawalnya nih.
Mage 2, target's in range. Pair of
Eh, salah.
bombers.
Trigger, stay calm. You got this. I know the kid's showing some
Malah
promise,
pencet
but
ini gua.
remember, he's still barely got
Oh,
his feet
miss.
wet.
Kampret gua mau ngelok pindah lock target malah.
I'm in his blind spot. He's mine.
Caution, missile!
Wah, kena misil di mana? Target satunya depan. Kita ngincar bombernya kali ya? Ke depan tuh. Gue mau pindah target malah pencet nembakin misil. Kurang misil gue. Banyak.
Don't forget your special weapon.
Breaking out of lock.
In gun range.
Wah,
Range
kena.
2, target down.
You'll knock him out with your special weapon. Use it when you need to.
I've done enough damage to the harbor, the carrier, and enemy fleet. Drop the
Ada dia.
installation
Ah.
and return to base.
Pakai kotak katanya. Gua pakai joystick X, padahal gua pakai joystick X. Jadi ini mana deh?
Mage 2, locked. Mage 2, missile
Wah,
launch.
damage. Wah. Pernah nabrak gua. Ini cara pakai gimana ya? Gua nggak di lock dulu berarti ya. Oh, halus 3 nembak. Mantap.
Enemy bomber down.
Oke,
Nice
ini
going,
oke
Mage
banget
2.
nih. Patah.
Not too shabby, Mage 2. You still got a long way to go, kid. I'll give you some pointers back at base if you can make it in one piece. Skykeeper, this is Mage 1, over. Tally 2 bandits.
Gak ada.
Bad. It's a bomber and an escort.
Oh, their trigger, settle down.
Oh, buat ganti mode senjata.
Mage 2,
Ganti. Oh ya.
maintain your element with Mage 1.
Turret pakai
Do not
X.
break off. Mage 1, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. Welcome.
Oke.
Golem 2, let's maintain element.
Copy
Oh,
that,
gun
Commander. I've got your super
unlimited
covered,
kayak ini turretnya.
Radio.
Gatling gun nih. Damage 20%. Oke, tadi gua nabrak tuh nih.
Entering
Gua
clouds.
aja nggak langsung ini gua jatuh. Meledak. Plot sangat berawan nih.
Golem, Mage, 2 new enemy groups.
Destroy.
Target is down.
Gila OP banget nih.
Attaboy, trigger.
Misalnya yang ini patah.
Attention all combat groups. Are there any drones? Verify. Drones? Are you kidding me right now?
Enggak nih ganti mode kamera gimana ya?
Kind of shit that really chaps my ass. UAVs. I can't tell them apart.
Gua nggak tahu ganti mode kamera kayak gimana. Karena kalau pasang-pasang gini gak enak banget buat
Harbor facilities and carrier destroyed. I call that mission accomplished.
hit.
Killing them, Mage 2.
That Alpha package. Emptying the run hangars and runways.
Missile launch.
Hit.
Mage 2 bandit confirmed down.
They can burn with their whole payload.
Jadi jangan terlalu kencang juga sih katanya.
Hesitating for a split second could be the difference between life and death. Stay sharp, think fast.
Roger that.
Breaking the escape lock.
Hit.
Don't let them destroy the harbor.
Wah, tuh, mampus nggak lu?
Harbor's under heavy fire.
Killing them, Mage 2.
Oke, base lagi diserang lagi. Aduh, ada aja. Udah tinggal di patahan gua ntar ya, jangan pakai lah buat ntar. Kita pakai misil aja nembak. Ini mau ganti mode kamera gimana ya? Kena kalau.
Mage 2, locking. 1 remaining.
Mage 2, keep your focus. You got this. Enemies on me.
Bomber hit by a missile.
Destroy semuanya, gila OP banget. Mana lagi nih?
To column and mage, job well done.
Bomber down. Oke, sip.
Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
Tapi bilang bandit. Mana ada bandit kayak gitu punya pesawat?
Mage 2. Flight commander looks like he's got what it takes. Let's slow down. It's just one sortie. Don't try to be a hero. I want you to make it back up
Warning.
easy here.
Wow, attitude nih, terlihat.
Yeah, I gotta side with the boss man on this.
Pull up. Tuh, kita sawap dulu di atas pangkalan.
Did you confirm any drones? What's the deal with the
Carriernya
drones?
hancur. Kena hit. Bukan hancur sih.
Call them
Bakar.
on. Return to base and report for debriefing.
Ada debrief. Landing,
Seawater at Gunther Bay. I am Princess Rosa Cassette Delise, the Kingdom of Erusia.
Bohong-bohongan, padahal mah nggak jadi landing.
Citizens of Erusia.
Oh, ini pakai R3 diklik tahan. Oh ya, tahu.
Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back. Mage 2, clear for takeoff. The situation is tight.
Kita save deh.
It's a welcoming party, but we have
LT.
good luck.
SE apaan?
Control. Do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
Oh, ini gue landing tadi.
Hear that? Column Squadron and your wingmen are airborne. Take off and form up with Mage 1. Mage restriction is lifted. Good luck.
Motion effect. Oke, kita skip aja ya.
Looks like the
Kita udah.
harbor's taking a lot of damage.
Oke, misi pertama kita udah selesai. Cuman butuh waktu ya. Misinya ya nggak nyampe.
We are currently assessing the damage to the base. We have confirmed that the aircraft carrier Albatross was sunk. We know the attacking bogies were from Erusia.
Debrief dulu, debrief.
International Union peacekeeping force bases all over the Yusian continent were attacked in the same way. The damage is severe. Many wars are lost by failing to recover from the opening blows. That means successfully retaliating was very important. You may have turned the tides of battle here. You have our thanks.
Next misi mungkin. Gue dapat skor berapa nih? Total mana ya? Total skor yang dihitung. Total reward, total MRP. Oh, itu yang gue hancurin tuh ada TU 95 9 biji, MI 21 ada 6, TU 160. Yang paling gede skor itu TU 160. 1200 satu pesawat. Oke, connect. The aircraft 3 has been unlocked in campaign module. Oh, berarti gue bisa upgrade pesawatnya, kemungkinan juga upgrade part dong kan. Bisa upgrade part pesawatnya. Mission dong, try.
As of 1
Gampang
p.m.
juga
today,
isi.
the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks.
Bukan
We have
negara-negara
yet to
yang
hear
real.
back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers currently at sea. Hold on, I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Yusia, has been seized by the Erusian army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Eurasia, on the continent of Eurasia, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Ocean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Eurasian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Eurasian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Ocean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Eurasian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
The world was screwed. 20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Eurasia was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit. Hard. Refugees swarmed the Eurasian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head-to-head, and the so-called righteous Oceans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Eurasians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Eurasia, paid for by the Oceans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Eurasia, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Eurasia went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, Eurasian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Eurasian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Eurasia didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer.
Oh, ini dia tadi lagi bercanda terbang.
In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Ocean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye. I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship, too.
Oh.
We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Eurasia, on the opposite side of the Eurasian continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats, and the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison. This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons, and the runways weren't even paved. just painted on the dirt.
Bohongan tadi truknya balon
The
tuh.
whole place was just one big fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape. They found out and set the dogs on me.
Jadi orang kan nih. Kalau terbang-terbangan kayaknya ada ya? Gak selamanya terbang ya? Tapi nggak tahu sih.
Erusia has made a declaration to the Ocean Federation and all countries on the Eurasian continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Erusia are currently appearing throughout Eurasia. The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military.
Terus bingung kan? Rusia yang nyerang apa Rusia yang nyerang?
And a valuable asset in the fight against growing
Tapi
energy.
kalau dari mapping yang ini, ya Rusia yang apa?
Over the entire continent.
Yang jajah.
We cannot turn a blind eye to this critical situation. The Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advanced element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference with the Allied ground troops. The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are to destroy them. They should not pose much of a threat. However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support. If that happens, fight them off swiftly and establish air superiority.
Berarti kita Ocean. Kalau kita Eurasia. Single. Next. Oke. Target destroy the enemy ground facility. Oh, kita jadi nyerang bukan FR ya. Air to ground. Biar bisa ngirim banyak squadron ke daratan sini. Ini yang daerah yang diambil alih. GBP kata GBP akan special connectives times parameter buat naikin aircraft special weapon host dead type. Oh, kita bisa unlock ya. Mau kemana unlocknya kan? Purkes mahal ini ternyata. 105 F2A. Speednya kenceng. Kita cepet tomcat. Oh ini gila sih, cakep nih. Tapi ini R2R, R2 ground. Oh ini powerful juga nih. Oh ini upgrade-annya nih. Ini kan ini di LC apa sih? Harusnya bisa sih. Wah, oke. Ini mentok di F22A. Seperti penari part. Gua upgrade tuh. Nih. Duit gua berapa sih? Koran duit gua 41.000 MRT. Ini bayar 10.000. Item nggak bisa. Ini karena track aircraft atau display track. Nggak mau. Udah, nggak apa-apa, ntar aja. Tadi mana ya? Oh, ini ngulang di briefing ya? Sorry. Oke, jadi langsung aja lah. Start mission. Air control. Tapi ini sih F16 sih cocok.
Squadron, sortie, ASAP.
Oke, kita take off. Nggak take off ya? Langsung terbang di atas gitu. Enaknya take off dulu baru. Tapi nggak asik. Jelek gitu. Lebih asikkan take off dulu gitu. Kalau bisa ada landingnya ntar. Di simulasi dong, bukan arcade lagi.
Target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target, but HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close.
Yep.
Target destroyed.
Intercept! Fire the AA! Deploy our vehicle out of there! We don't have any anti-air. It's popping off now, Trigger. The war has officially begun.
Mana nih? Ntar di belakang masih ada.
Page 2 locked.
Stand being attacked by enemy aircraft. We're using the containers now. Those weapons are meant for tactical flexibility. They have a lock on you, shake them. The radar vehicles are under fire. Can we move them? Hostile eliminated.
Wow.
They've got their anti-air guns aimed right at us.
Naik dulu. Kita dari atas. Oke.
Targeting gun range.
Wah, ganggu aja tuh. Oh, heli ya lawannya. Heli mah nggak usah pakai misil. Pakai gun biasa aja. Mana dia? Dia kalau pakai misil sayang ulang gitu kan. Dia bisa di take down pakai turret. Ini kelamaan. Boom, mampus lu.
Targeting gun range.
Gua ngapain ikut tembak gua?
Target destroyed. 5 to go.
Get the out there! Protect the radar vehicle!
Mana deh? Tadi di bawah gua ada soalnya.
We're the damn interceptors.
Aduh, ya, nabrak kabel. Nabrak kabel dong, mati ya, sorry guys. Mati nabrak kabel dong. Nah, itu sutek siapa yang naruh situ sih? Yang naruh sutek di situ parah banget.
Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar
Kita
vehicles?
coba
They should
pakai
be
ini ya,
close.
pakai turretnya. Tapi nggak bisa nih, halangan.
Target eliminated.
Intercept! Fire the AA! Get the radar vehicle out of there! We don't have any anti-air weaponry in place yet.
Oh, Agun nih, ini harus pertama nih.
Has officially begun.
H2.
The anti-air radar vehicle's
Ah,
going for the radar car!
Target destroyed. 5 to go.
susah mau pakai.
Get the fighters out there! Protect the radar vehicle!
They've got their anti-air guns aimed right at us.
Mau gua pakai turret, nggak susah.
Grab it while you can. Request permission to move the vehicle. We can't wait any longer. We need interceptors now. We're using the containers now. Those weapons are meant for tactical flexibility.
Aduh sih ya.
Target destroyed. 3 to go. Continue to engage in
Wow,
dispatch.
awas. Kena tiang listrik lagi.
Enemy interceptors inbound.
Gua coba pakai yang
Ready to
mode gini.
engage in 30 seconds.
We'll go.
Okay.
Here they come. Take them down. Okay, recruits. Pay attention to who's on what side. The newest IFF is connected to our entire force via satellites. It's reliable, so trust your radars.
Mana nih? Ada AHA. Mana tadi? Kayaknya ada helikopter ya?
The enemy's traveling a long way, so they're trying to end this quickly.
Target eliminated.
Mana tadi helikopternya?
They have a lock on you, shake them!
How the hell was the enemy able to hit it so accurately when it's camouflaged?
In gun range.
Oh, destroy. Akhirnya bisa.
Vehicle destroyed.
The enemy has a lock on me.
Tanggal lo.
Bandit acquired. Initiating attack.
Good kill.
The clouds don't just
Oh, misil belakang gua.
They also mess with your HUD and radar. The Seekers can sometimes lose their lock on to their targets, too.
Wah nih, mengganggu sekali nih.
Fox 2.
Ini sayang banget pakai. Sayang banget gua tadi pakai itu. Destroy. Masih ada nih satu lagi.
Shred the radar network. Missed.
Kejar men, kena nggak?
Target is hit. Targeting range of guns.
Hapus, hancur. Oke, kita lanjut serang.
Golem 1, enemy will crash in a residential area.
Just worry about staying alive for now.
Hancur.
Target destroyed.
Oh, misil. belakang gua. Oh, ada lagi ini pesawat tempur. Oh, di bawah tuh. Aduh, terlalu tinggi Kita turun dulu. Ini banyak banget. Kita agak di bawah ya. Gue pusing gua sumpah di awan. Kalian nembakin pakai turret deh. Kita deketin apa pakai
Caution, enemy on your tail.
wah, hampir kena.
Missile evaded.
They have you spiked. Column 3.
Ya. Kurang di belakang.
Fire anti-air gun. Now.
Kena lo. Ini banyak banget defendernya. Kita turun dulu deh. Kalian yang ngajar Michael, ada Michael.
H2 locked.
Get away from that vehicle.
Two targets remaining.
That radar was just about to go online. They pushed his plan forward too fast. The base was too far from Allied territory.
H2 missile launch.
Trigger, there's one more to go.
Vehicle destroyed.
H2, they have a lock on you.
Target acquired.
That's a miss.
That was the last radar vehicle. Great work.
I'm on this one's tail.
Radar vehicle's destroyed, but the interceptor shows no sign of retreating. Take it out. Continue with the mission. Crush as many as you can.
Enemy transports are taxiing.
Enemy on your rear.
Mana dia?
No, they're not linked to the radar vehicle. Launch manually. Redo the setup. Here's some feedback. Write your manuals in a language we can understand.
Tabrak.
Target destroyed.
All aircraft. Residential area is below you.
Kampret nih, ini nyerang airbase nih.
Missile away.
Fox 2.
The enemy has a lock on you, H2.
H2, enemy sighted on your tail. There's an enemy on your tail.
Mana dia?
Evade. Do it now.
Closing down makes of veterans and rookies.
Pusing gua di atas ini berkabut. Targetnya mana lagi? Oh ini.
Column 2, you can't go after every target.
Wah dia mau ngajak dog fight sama gua nih. Kita kejar ekornya.
Targeting range of guns.
Ah, missing.
Enemy missile inbound. Evading.
Fox 2.
Fox 2.
Hampir.
Ready to attack.
Hampir men.
Commanded, evaded the attack.
Wait, so you want us to take down the enemy without damaging any public facilities? That's gonna be a circus.
Fasilitasnya belum kita hancurin.
5 targets remaining.
Fox 2.
Jangan kena.
Column 3. Fox 2.
Ke 17.
Missile cruising. Evading. Everything's been burned down.
The clowns.
Aduh, nggak kena.
Locked.
Keep your mind focused.
Gua kena
Targets remaining.
ledakan pesawatnya kampret.
Transport destroyed. There's more. Okay, let's completely blind those bastards. It didn't connect.
Bawah kita ya dia. Mana deh?
Box 2.
Kok nggak kena? Gua miss. Ntar gua ini dulu. Drone tuh.
Bandit on your 6. Shake him off. Attack missed.
All right. This base is worth destroying. 3 targets remaining.
Nah lo. Wah, kampret. Mana dia?
Launch preparations complete. Holes are free. Whenever you're ready. Stand clear 15 meters. UAVs ready to launch. Away.
Cocok. Ah, woi. Lolos satu. Apa? Oh, lawan drone kita. Wah, ini.
What happened? Status report.
Multiple bogeys on radar. They're close.
Wait, they're being launched.
You're cleared to engage. They're probably hostile.
Judging by the way they look and move, they gotta be drones. Well spotted, clown. No doubt about it, we're dealing with UAVs. But that doesn't change a thing. Just think of them as somewhat clever decoys. Take them all down. These drones have great agility. All aircraft. You know what high G turns are.
Wah, tidak.
This one's mine.
Mage 2, walking.
No.
Mage 2, bandit on your 6.
Anjir ini. Oh shit.
Bandit is in my sights.
Kita ganti target. Yang jauh dulu.
Don't try to read their movements.
Salah nembak gua.
The enemy knows a few moves, but that's about it. Just chase them down and pull the trigger. Enemy UAV confirmed destroyed. Hell yeah. Golem Squadron, you're not gonna let Mage get all the glory, are ya?
3 enemies to go. Crap. The aircraft is icing up. I'm getting a warning.
Get out of the clouds, the ice will melt. I'm buying dinner for anyone who takes down an enemy.
That's all I want to try.
You're doing good.
Please katanya jangan terlalu banyak di
Just 2
langit.
more.
Guys up in there.
You dodged it. So, drones don't feel the G-force, huh?
Last one.
Go. Let's get through this without any casualties.
Kena lo, dikejar lo. Oh, miss anjir. Tumben miss. Padahal itu OP biasanya. Ngejar terus tuh. Dia ngejar. Kampret manuvernya jago banget.
Fox 2, Fox 2.
Kita turun.
You're low on missiles.
Trigger, don't let them give you the runaround. Take them down one at a time.
H2, you've iced up.
Jangan terlalu dingin.
On his tail.
Dia kampret bener. Di atas langit terus drone-nya. Kampret. Aduh, low banget nih.
Where'd he go?
Hilang dia. Lah, kok nggak ketemu? Ngumpet di dalam awan dong.
H2, missile launch. Careful of ice formation in the
Oke, destroy.
Nice kill, Trigger. Enemy aircraft confirmed down.
The skies are clear. Nice work, everyone. Mission complete. RTB.
No casualties. We couldn't have done any better. Returning to base.
I don't know. Maybe the bandits we took down caused civilian casualties.
RTB.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days. You shoot, someone gets killed.
Warga.
The guys in charge take care of the rest.
Ya, RTB-nya nggak diliatin.
Current target is on rails, but there's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry.
Tidak diperlihatin RTB-nya. Selesai misi ya udah misi. Udahan ya.
You've given us air superiority by destroying their radar. The first barrier keeping us from retaking the space elevator is gone. Now is the time to group up and begin the counteroffensive. Let us reclaim what is ours.
Terus target 1 nih. Oke, dapat 7.000. Iya, dikit banget. MRP-nya 79. Oke. Naik mission. Kayaknya bisa beli pesawat baru deh tadi. Duitnya cukup.
The surprise attacks carried out after the declaration of war saw the peacekeeping